What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio shouting. Hey, man, I got an artist that's tearing up the streets right now as we speak. Doechii, what's good with it, sis?
Hi, how are you?
Feeling good, feeling great. Now, Doechii, I had a chance to catch you on that BET Hip Hop Awards, just turning that mother out. Okay, I mean, what was that like for you hitting that big stage and letting the folks know what time it was?
It was really surreal and full circle because, you know, we grow up watching BET.
Come on,
so it's
now.
kind of like to be on that stage felt amazing. It's phenomenal.
Coming out of Florida with it, though. How long had you been down with the music, and what was it that made you get into the game?
Since I was in like 9th grade. So for years, I grew up going to a fine arts school. So I've been in music my whole life. Okay. But I wasn't rapping until I was like 16, 17, around there. And I did every club in Florida, did every show, everything. And really exhausted all my resources out there before I got discovered.
How the hell did you get discovered, though, Doechii? You see what I'm saying?
This A&R over at TDE discovered me because my song Yucky Blucky Fruitcake went viral on TikTok. So it went viral and a lot of labels started reaching out, but they weren't the right fit for me. And then TDE came along, flew me out, and boom.
Yucky Blucky Fruitcake.
Yeah.
Tell me how you came up with that name, because that was slick as hell, okay? That's worth a viral moment.
Yes, it's the title of a book, Junie B. Jones' book. Okay. It's called Yucky Blucky Fruitcake. It was my favorite book when I was younger. So I just used that title.
That's slick as hell.
Yeah.
Okay, when you found yourself in Cali, though, dealing with TDE, what was that like when you touched down over there? And, I mean, you got Kendrick, SZA, everybody over there. It's a strong squad. Was there any pressure when you touched down?
I mean, not pressure from anybody else, but pressure from me because I'm the first female rapper on TDE. Yeah. So it's kind of like, you know, following up after Isaiah, J-Rock, Kendrick, like I gotta come hard. You know what I'm saying? Especially so I can open up doors for the next female rapper after me on the label.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How did it affect your creative process, though, when you touched down in Cali?
Oh, it motivated me. It made me go crazy. It made me go hard. Like I made the records that you're hearing right now, I made those when I first got to Cali, like my first week. So imagine where I am now.
Crazy. Persuasive going crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, tell me about that banger right there.
Yeah, me and Cal Banks, that's my producer. We linked up and we made that song together. And, you know, I was kind of playing with house beats before, but I feel like we found a pocket with that song. And now my goal is to get it to #1.
You damn right. I mean, what about Crazy going crazy? Because, I mean, that video went stupid.
Yeah.
Tell me about shooting that video and what was that like? Because everybody was in there bucket naked doing their thing. And I was like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on here? Talk to me about that one.
Yeah, that video has caused a lot of drama. It's caused a lot of controversy.
Are you serious?
But it was really good filming it. That was my first, like, debut single and music video, so it was really intense. It was almost a 24-hour shoot.
Coming from that performance art school and then finding yourself doing this stuff in real life, what was that like? Because, I mean, I know that Crazy video shoot had to be out the damn chain. So, I mean, sitting out there with all of that stuff going on, what was your mind at? And did the visual come out like you felt like it was when you was out there doing it?
Totally. I think that everything that I did when I was in fine arts and when I was younger and all the work I put in back then and all the training I got really prepared me for these moments. Okay. You know, but nothing is like when you experience it for real. So it's intense, and it was intense and really hard for me, but in a good way.
What was it like when you started to see all of the comments and, you know, the reception of the audience to that song? I mean, how did you take that? What was your mind at that point, too? Because also going from being an artist coming out of Florida and then being on this big-ass stage and having to hear what everybody's got to say, what was that like for you?
It was good. To be honest, the public is really predictable.
Yeah.
So people responded exactly how I expected them to respond to Crazy. They either really, really loved it or really hated it. Yeah. And none of it fazed me, you know? Like, I just pay attention to the people that it resonates with. Like, if you don't understand my music, it's just not for you. And that's okay.
I feel that. Yeah. I mean, she her black bitch. Break that down to me. Because you snapped again.
Yeah. So I just wanted to, like, the name. What do you really want to know?
Well, first of all, how did you come up with the name? Okay. And how does the name, you know, shine through the project after from the name?
Yeah. So I came up with the name. Me and my friends, we came up with this production company called Those Black Bitches. And we came up with it because my friend was joking and she was like, wouldn't it be so funny if one day we win like an Oscar or a VMA or something and the white people have to present it and they have to say the Oscar is presented to those black bitches. And we thought it was so hard. Like, I thought that was so dope.
Exactly.
And it really resonated with me from that point on. And so I titled it She, Her Black Bitch.
Okay. Break down the creative process of the whole project, too. Yeah. What was that like?
So all of the songs have the word bitch in them.
Ooh.
And they kind of like break down different archetypes of like the black bitch.
Ooh.
And there's like, I talk about this all the time, and I'm gonna make it quick.
I'm with you. Take your time.
But I feel like black women are not allowed to be all things. We're only accepted as a certain type of archetype. White people specifically, either want black women to be quiet or quiet. Like, that's it. So with this project, I wanted to highlight that all archetypes of black women matter, meaning the shy girl matters, the alternative girl, the weird girl, the outspoken girl, the maiden, the mother, the single girl. You know, I just wanted to embrace all types of archetypes, the villain and the hero.
Yeah.
And that's what the project is about. So it's showing all the different layers of the black bitch.
Oh, my God. I mean, I know you enjoyed making that at the same time, too. When you sat back and you listened to that finished product, what did it do to you?
It made me feel really good. I couldn't wait to share it with other people because I felt like all my black bitches would get it.
Come on now.
Period.
Coming out of Florida with it though, man. What was it like living in the South and then finding yourself on the West Coast? Was that any kind of a transition?
Oh, yes. It was kind of a culture shock. You know, I'm from Tampa, Florida, small city in Florida. So the way we move is different from how they move out there. It was just different. I ain't got no family out there. Yeah. So that was like a different experience. But it also really helped me going out to LA because I'm surrounded by a lot of elite artists. So it pushed me to get better. You know what I'm saying? And go harder.
Exactly. So now, moving forward, what all are you working on now? Are you working on a new project or are you just pushing the project that you got out now?
Right now, I'm pushing the project I have now to the end of the year, but I have an album that's pretty much ready to go, almost there.
Come on now.
I need to get visuals together. Yeah.
So this new project on top of this one, this sophomore thing, what is this like? I mean, is it the same creative process, or is it like, now I got the swing of things, or you done seen some stuff now that's changed the game for you?
I would say this still freshman, because I mean, it's just an EP. The project is just an EP, and what I'm finna come out with my debut album. Yeah. So I've never made an album before, so it's been a hard process.
What made it so hard?
I keep changing my mind.
What you changing your mind about?
Like how I want it to sound, because I have so many different styles.
Facts.
So I'm just kind of like, ugh.
Okay, so when you rapping and you singing and you just bringing it all together, I mean, what do you like to do most, or is it just it is what it is? You gonna get both every time?
Both every time. Ooh. Both every time. It's just I genre bend. I could do a jazzy track and then go pop. Yeah. And then go to alternative rock and then go back to hip hop. So it's hard.
Talk to me about being able to bend those genres like that, because it's not many artists that can do that as well. You see what I'm saying? So that puts you in the category all by yourself, a class by yourself. So when you go to the pop and the rock side of things, who is that Doechii right there?
I mean, that's the same Doechii. Ooh. She's just in a different mood.
Well, which black bitch is that Doechii? Right. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get to understand.
It's like the same power expressed in different ways.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
So it's like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Same power, same kind of goal, different approaches.
I'm with you. I'm with you 1,000% right there. Okay, so now Kendrick got you running all over the city and all over the world. I mean, what has that been like, putting in the work side of the music at the same time?
It's been really good. I've been connected with a lot of cool DJs and meeting a lot of really dope people. And a lot of successful black men who are killing it. And I've loved meeting up with everybody and sharing my music, and it's been cool to see the support.
Exactly. Where you going after this?
After this, Charlotte? Yeah, Charlotte.
My God.
Yeah.
So is the work life everything that you thought it would be? outside of the entertaining part and the fun part? Is this still fun, or is it,
It's still fun. It's still fun, but it's definitely a heavier workload, but nothing that I can't bear.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Now I can dig that.
But I didn't predict it would be like this. They working me. Yeah.
Okay. Does that, during COVID 2020 all the way up until now, how did that affect your career too as well?
It did me wonders, to be honest. I needed that break. Mm-hmm. Baby, that unemployment had me eating good. I was eating good. I was at home. I learned so much. I recorded so much music because I didn't have to worry about a job.
Exactly.
So I could just focus on my music. And I made the most money I had ever made during the pandemic. I was selling things. I got a chance to get like my own business together. I moved to New York. It just gave me a lot of time.
What made you move to New York?
I got booked for The Voice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I got booked for The Voice. And then after I got booked for The Voice, I got another show while I was out there.
Yeah.
And I just ended up staying because I couldn't even afford to come back.
When you
So I had to stay.
When you touched down up there cranking up The Voice, what was that experience like? Because I mean, that's a big ass audience as well.
It was good, but it was also like at the time it was a little disappointing because when you're a young artist and you get a shot like that, you think that that's like it. Mm-hmm. And then when it doesn't happen, you're like, oh, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
But it motivated me and I kept going.
What the hell did you do when that happened? Because see, that's a reality that a lot of people don't understand. They'll see Doechii out here doing her thing, but they don't know that you had to deal with the same setbacks and down times as everybody else.
Yeah.
So what was your mind at it during that time?
I mean, my mind was kind of in a space of survival, and I feel like I've been operating out of a space of survival for a long time, and I've recently just kind of let that go. But when I didn't get the audition with The Voice, I felt stupid because my mom was already like, you finna go out there, you ain't got no money, like what's going on? I didn't make the audition. I couldn't afford to get back home. I didn't have nowhere to sleep, but I got a booking that same night for the next day. So I at least had something to eat. So yeah, and it just pushed me. Okay. It made me go hard.
Okay. Lastly, Doechii, how can these folks contact you? And is there anything that you want your fans to know out here?
My fans already know what it is, Chad.
Okay.
My fans know what it is. But yeah.
And where can my people find you?
On all social platforms is Doechii. That's Doechii. And I'm the Swamp Princess here on High TV.
Already. Doechii. Sis, appreciate you coming through this thing. Wish you number the best and much success. Be High Radio, shout it, Doechii. Holla at y'all in a minute, man. We go.